All right, so I don't know if you all heard about the $1 million DoorDash scam that was reported on probably a couple months ago. Um, the guy was basically scamming DoorDash drivers um, out of their I guess daily or weekly compensation. He ended up getting caught. It was kind of a big deal. I think they break it down a little bit in this video, but I guess this is somewhat a series of unfortunate events for him because he was just found killed in New York. Not sure if it has anything to do with that, with the scam that he was running. Um, I have no idea. I was kind of I just don't typically see this. When I see these types of scams, I don't normally see the resolution happen this way. But let's watch it. Y'all let me know what y'all think. All right, it's Ricky Rich with Black Primacy. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notifications.
Tonight, the former Stanford man who's accused of stealing almost $1 million in an elaborate DoorDash scam was shot to death Monday in New York. This came right before he was due in court in Stanford for a potential resolution in that case. News 12 Connecticut's Marissa Alter with the latest tonight.
David Smith was supposed to appear in Stanford Superior Court Wednesday morning to accept or reject a plea offer in his case. Instead, the state's attorney's office learned Smith was killed 2 days ago. New Rochelle police found David Smith shot several times in the chest Monday morning at the Heritage Homes complex. Police said a personal dispute led to the 22-year-old's death. They've since arrested 4 men in connection.
Community members did help with this, with calls to the police of the shots and descriptions of people running away.
Smith was living in Mount Vernon. He moved there after Stanford police arrested him in June 2023 in what one investigator called the most massive scheme he's seen. Smith is accused of scamming DoorDash drivers in California out of almost $1 million. Investigators recovered a large chunk of it, $733,000 in cash, when they seized 5 safes from his apartment. Police explained how the scam worked. They said Smith would use one of his many phones to place a fake DoorDash order in California. Then when the driver was on the way, Smith would impersonate DoorDash support and claim there was a problem with the order.
He would get them to click a link or go to a website, and then that essentially would turn over their credentials, their username and password to him. Once he was in control of that, he would change the billing information and steal any funds that they had for deliveries they had done, basically steal their paycheck.
More than 700 drivers were scammed over the course of 2.5 years. Police said Smith also stole the identities of dozens of people to open debit card accounts where he transferred the stolen money. Smith was considering a plea deal in the case at the time of his death. His decision to take the offer or go to trial had been expected at Wednesday's court hearing. The details of the deal weren't made public. As for the over $700,000 in cash that was seized in this case, Stanford police still have that money. What happens to it and whether it will go to all the victims as restitution will be determined at a hearing in March. That's also when the charges against Smith will officially be dismissed. In Stanford, Marissa Alter, News 12.
David Smith's attorney, Frank Riccio, says that he was shocked to learn of his client's death. He told News 12 that, quote, he was a quiet, kind young man who I had the pleasure of knowing. I feel terrible for his family. And he ends with, what a tragedy.
There's a home flipping business.
Hey, man. I wanted to use this as 2 examples.
Other news tonight, the former...
One, I wanted to shed light on a new, it's probably not a new scam, but a scam out there that is, preying on those that are out there trying to hustle and get their stuff together financially, or just get ahead in general. So be aware if you are in doing any of these delivery apps. I've done them before, and I don't think I ever got any suspicious messages like that. But just try and be aware. A bunch of scams are around in pretty much anything that we do these days. But also wanted to use this as an example to the young ones out there trying to get it by any means necessary, right? An unfortunate event. He was only 20 something years old, already had a kid that's now going to grow up without a father. And whether you believe this was related or not, I believe it probably was. Um, I mean, I guess, yeah, $1 million is a lot. I was gonna say $1 million isn't really that much to be, knocking somebody off over, but yeah, yeah, it is. Even a portion of it. Say he owed somebody, or he lost somebody's, a couple 100,000. That'll get someone up there to knock you off. So, it's unfortunate, but I'm sure this is tied to the plea deal that he was getting ready to get, and someone took him out. Someone took him out, and so at the end of the day, was it or is it worth it? Absolutely not. I've had conversations with people who maybe are a little bit older, definitely older than 20 than him, and his as 22, but that made comments to me as far as doing things that could get them a couple million and it'd be worth it if and to me it's almost 100% not worth. I mean, it's not worth it in any event, but it's almost 100% not worth it for someone at the age of 22. You haven't even got a chance to live, whether that be ended up dead or or ended up in jail. You haven't even got a chance to live. The specific example that I'm thinking of, one of the conversations that I had was a guy. He was he was saying that basically if he can get away with some mass scam that can get him hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars, he would do it and go to jail at the age of I think he said like 35 or 40, right? Like, and he said because of the life that he would be able to live from 21 up to whatever that age was would be enough life to live to where he wouldn't mind going to jail from the age of we'll say 40 for the rest of his life. And I was like, that ain't worth it, man. That ain't worth it to me. um that's just not worth it to me. But I can understand why people would want to risk something like that, if they were able to get away with it for 15 or 20 years. But in this case, it's like this young man he didn't get a chance to live life at all, and he was already going to go to jail. And then unfortunately, from in my opinion, it looked like someone came in there and took him out. So just wanted to use this as an example as well, to the young ones out there. Figure out another way. Figure out another way. You got the court system that you got to look out for, the legal system that you got to look out for, and then you got your I'll say frenemies or enemies. At the end of the day, so it's just not worth it. Not worth it for $1 million. No, it. I don't think I have a number for putting my life at risk. Not worth it. But y'all let me know what y'all think. All right, it's Ricky Rich with Black Primacy. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notifications.